In this video, we will continue our series on the ASV scanning and attestation process for customers and ASVs that use a same product for the attestation of scan compliance process. In previous videos, we've described the process for creating scans, reviewing results, creating the ASV PCI identities, and handling ASV disputes. In this video, we'll describe the process for selecting a completed scan for submission to the ASV for your final attestations. Once a scan has been completed, you'll see in your scan view that we've got 3 scans. And as in a previous video, we'd seen that the third scan here had failed and gone through a dispute process. Now that the ASV has accepted your evidence and completed the approval of that, now your final scan has been approved and ready. And we can review that by looking at the scan's details. Look at the execution history and go to view results. We could also do that by using the Analyze tab and looking at all results and then selecting the scan that we want. Using this detailed option is just a shortcut to get to the view results. As in a prior video, we had 2 results. One was informational on a service, and the other one was a failing vulnerability that we submitted dispute, and we can see now that it has been approved and changed our status to pass. So if we go back to our scan, we verify that that process is now in a passing status for that scan as well. And we'll notice when we go to the request for attestation for scan compliance. In a previous video, we had shown a case where we still had a vulnerability that was under dispute, so we couldn't move forward in the attestation process, and this screen looked significantly different. It had scan results. It gave us information about what we needed to do to proceed to resolve any remaining issues. Now that those issues have been resolved and everything passes, now we move to any remaining areas that we need to complete for the attestation, the first of which is any special notes. Special notes are customer attestations or responses to things that may not have failed, but were still information and still configurations that were picked up during the scan that the PCI industry still says needs some kind of communication and verification from the customer in terms of its state and how they're managing. In this case, we have a remote access port that was opened. And we'll look at the required information that describes why we need this information. In this case, due to the increased risk to the cardholder data environment when remote access software is present, we need to justify the business needs for this software to be running and to confirm it is implemented securely, confirm it is disabled or removed. In this case, we want to provide a declaration for this note that we have justified the business need and we can provide guidance on the steps you use to mitigate risks to the cardholder data environment. So in this case, your evidence would go here and your declaration would go here. So we'll save that. And now that the declaration is complete, we can close this panel and move to any remaining special notes. In this case, that was the only declaration required. And we move to the identity. And as you saw in a previous video, we entered our identity information, in this case for my particular customer. And we move to the next step. The customer attestation questions are your attestation that the environment was available to be scanned, you had the authorization to scan it, and the proper scoping of the external scan is indeed your responsibility. And there's nothing that's blocking the scan from successful completion, such as a load balancer or a intrusion detection system or firewall setting or something of that sort. So once you've reviewed all these questions and you agree with all the responses, you can either individually check these or just use the check all version. And that becomes your completed attestation. And we've completed our special notes, any issues we had to resolve, as well as the proper identity that will go on your final report. And you'll provide that submission. And at that stage, your submission is going back to the ASV so they can review any declarations you've made, any special notes, any comments you've added during the attestation process. And once they've done that, then you'll be receiving notification that the ASV has reviewed your attestation and accepted everything and approved everything. And at that point, your reports will be available to you. There may be issues such as information you provided in the attestation, which it requires the ASV to reject the submission. If that happens, they will provide a reason for the denial and notify you for further action. Once the ASV has approved your submission, you can generate and collect the 3 reports by navigating back to your scan page and clicking the checkbox in the action column as you did when you first submitted the scan. So after we submitted our scan for attestation approval, the ASV has taken actions and approved our attestation. And you'll notice when you look at the request for attestation for scan compliance and you look at the checkbox that the page has changed. So rather than seeing the submission steps, it's been, you can see here that the scan has been approved, and now we can collect our individual reports. If you want to look at individual reports, you can look at the executive report, detailed report, attestation, scan compliance, and you'll see the PDF file, and you can take individual actions on those. If you select the All Reports button, then you'll get a download in zip format of all 3 files zipped up in your downloads folder. And if we look at the final reports, what they'll look like is we'll notice that we got the completed date and your attestation information shows both results passed and any evidence that was accepted in your scan results, and all the required special notes in the sections from the different information you submitted during your attestation process, as well as information about the scan and the scan date. So each report, as you'll see, has information about various details. Attestation scan compliance is the main report that goes in. It has all the completed information from your identity, as well as the ASV's identity, the scan status. And this is boilerplate information from the ASV program guide that cannot be adjusted or modified and must be submitted as presented. So this completes the process for creating your scans, adding your identity, working through issues and disputes, and obtaining the final attestation of scan compliance and the reports that you'll need to submit to your card provider. Thank you for watching these videos. We do hope that they've been informative and help you on your PCI journey and experience using our Sync products. Thank you.